These are all the games shown in this March State of Play. Hello friends, welcome back to Hypergames. My name is Joseph and PlayStation just had a new State of Play focused on Japanese publishers with some Western ones. Let's recap everything that was shown. First we start with Exoprimal, one that I really thought was a new Dino Crisis, but instead is a new IP coming from Capcom that features 5-player multiplayer co-op battles against dinosaur swarms, with the story set in 2043 when mysterious vortexes have started opening up due to unknown reasons. You have different exosuits that will help you take the fight to this endless swarm, for example the Roadblock exosuit that works like a tank and can deploy a shield to hold off raptors to protect their team. You will be able to change your suit at any time during a mission, which allows for mixing strategies on the battlefield. Exoprimal is set to release in 2023 for PS4 and PS5. Next we had a new trailer for Ghostwire Tokyo focused on the ghostly threats you will be facing throughout Japan as Survivor Akito and Detective KK team up to discover the mystery of the entire population vanishing and bring its perpetrator to justice, the masked man only known as Hanya. Ghostwire Tokyo releases on PS5 this March 25th, and pre-ordering gives you the Hanya outfit and the premium biker outfit, a change they announced recently that gives you 8 biker color variants instead of 1. PlayStation Plus members can save 10% on either the standard or deluxe editions, with the deluxe edition including a shinobi outfit, kunai weapon, and the streetwear outfit pack, plus 3-day early access but only for the digital deluxe option. Moving on, a quick trailer from Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins announced there's a new demo for the game on the PlayStation Store available for PS4 and PS5. It allows you to play 3 stages from the beginning of the game up to the Western Keep, with save data carrying on to the main game should you decide to purchase it this March 18. The game promises a new direction for Final Fantasy with action gameplay and a story with a darker tone that takes about 40 hours to complete. There are 30 different jobs to suit your playstyle and different difficulty levels for everyone to enjoy, including story, action, and hard. We stay with Square Enix as they show several titles today. A new Forspoken trailer shows more of Frey, a young New Yorker thrust into the magical world of Athia, and how she comes to terms with her new reality, exploring and traversing the land, while fighting deadly but really cool looking enemies, including the dragon that has been teased in previous trailer. Forspoken was recently delayed and will now come to PS5 this October 11, with the physical version having a reversible cover art. After that, it was the turn for Bandai Namco with Gundam Evolution, a new free-to-play FPS where players can pilot mobile suits from the anime series in 6 vs 6 objective-based combat arenas. It will feature 12 units that players can pilot for free with their own unique attacks and support loadouts, and they are not tied to specific classes, allowing you to adapt your playstyle according to your team's needs as you engage in 3 different modes with point capture, domination, and destruction. The PS5 version will feature a 4K resolution and 60 FPS performance settings. A closed network test will happen for PS4 and PS5 this spring for Japan, US, and Canada, with a launch scheduled for 2022 in the same regions. European players will have to wait a bit as they finalize launch details. One of my favorites was TMNT, the Cowabunga collection from Konami that brings the TMNT 8-bit, 16-bit, their Japanese versions, and the arcade games to both PS4 and PS5 in 2022. The collection includes modern quality of life features and extras, for example a rewind and save anytime option, besides custom game guides with the aesthetic of gaming magazines from the 80s and 90s to provide game help for the tricky parts. And you can enjoy them with up to 3 friends either locally or online. Next there was Gigabash, a 4-player arena brawler inspired by kaijus and heroes coming from Malaysian indie startup Passion Republic Games. It includes a roster of 10 unique titans with their own playstyle, skills and combos to master, drawing inspiration from classic characters like Godzilla, Megazord, Ultraman, and games like War of the Monsters and Power Stone. You can take part in the chaos from your couch or take the fight online from your PS4 or PS5 in 2022. Celebrating the 35th anniversary of the original Jojo story and 10th anniversary of the anime adaptation, Bandai Namco is bringing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R to PS4 and PS5 later in 2022. It features stunning visuals authentic to the series, new audio recordings from Part 6 anime voice actors, adjustments from the fighting tempo and dashes over the original release, plus 50 playable characters from all JoJo arcs to battle in modes like All-Star Battle, Arcade, Online, Versus, Practice, and also includes a gallery. Moving on, Devolver Digital and Flying Wild Hog are teaming up with developer Leonard Manchiari to bring Trek to Yomi to PS4 and PS5 in 2022, a 2D action game that sees young swordsman Hiroki protecting his town and the people he loves against all threats after a vow to his dying master. The game's narrative is built upon historical Japan and Shinto mythology as they tell short stories about Hiroki's kami ancestor spirits in the various eras of Japan they lived in. It's also heavily influenced by classic Japanese films for the shots, length, and lines delivered. Making a surprise appearance was Housemarque to show the next update for Returnal on PS5. The Ascension expansion includes 2 new modes and will be released this March 22nd. A 2-player online co-op mode has players joining forces to brave the challenges of Atropos together. This will help you advance in the game if you have been stuck for a while, as progression is tied to the host, and players who join will keep progress regarding logs and xenoglyphs, as well as increasing their scout rank. Then we have the Tower of Sisyphus, bringing an endless mode to the game that will have you fighting hordes as you climb the tower, with the enemies getting increasingly harder while you aim to get the highest score competing against friends and foes. The tower will also feature a new boss, new levels, new items to find, and new narrative content to explore. Closing the state of play was Square Enix again with 2 new titles. First, the Diofield Chronicles is bringing a gritty and immersive story with real-time tactical battle gameplay for PS4 and PS5 later in 2022. It features a unique and beautiful world blending fantasy, medieval, and modern-day influences with a deep and innovative real-time battle system where you will have to use a variety of skill, classes, and equipment to complete your mission. And last, there's Valkyrie Elysium, a brand new action RPG releasing for PS4 and PS5 in 2022. It depicts the end of humanity and their encounter with gods through a unique world inspired by Norse mythology, with an epic story, beautiful environments, a fast-paced system combining action, strategy, and combos. On PS5 it will run in 4K and 60 FPS. And there you have it, all the games and details from this state of play, one that I think was good despite not having some of the rumored heavyweights like Final Fantasy XVI for example. But I take the Returnal update, Ghostwire Tokyo, TMNT collection, and Forspoken as some of the highlights I enjoyed watching from this show. But what do you think? How would you rate this state of play, and which were your favorite games or announcements? Let us know in the comments below, like or dislike to share your feedback, check out other videos you may like while you're here like my reaction to this state of play, and consider subscribing for more PlayStation content. Thank you so much for watching, my name is Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hyped!